Hey there, and welcome. Today, we're going to talk about a leadership strategy that it might surprise you. It's way less about spreadsheets and a whole lot more about smiles. We're going to break down how leading with laughter can be the secret to building a really strong team.
All right, so let's jump right in. When you think about what a leader needs in their toolkit, what's the first thing that pops into your head? Probably things like vision, right? Strategy, being decisive, and yeah, of course, all of that is absolutely crucial. But what about that one tool that almost always gets overlooked? The one that's actually, incredibly powerful. Yep, it's their sense of humor. I know, right? It's probably not the first thing they teach you in business school. But as we're about to see, it can literally be one of the most effective ways to build a team that's connected, creative, and really resilient.
Okay, so first things first, let's totally reframe how we even think about this. Humor at work? It is not just about cracking a few jokes to pass the time. No way. When you use it the right way, it's a genuine leadership superpower.
And this is really interesting. Let's look at this definition for a second. The key words here are thoughtful and respectful. See, this isn't about being the office clown, not at all. It's about using humor as a deliberate skill, a tool to get specific positive results, like building real rapport or sparking some new ideas. And here's the most important part, really. You do not have to be a stand-up comedian, okay? This is all about weaving your own natural, authentic sense of humor into how you lead. It's just about being human, being approachable, and just finding those little moments of lightness in the daily grind.
So if it's all about authenticity, how does that actually help a team perform better? Well, it all starts with building stronger bonds person to person. Humor basically acts like social glue, right? It just melts away those stiff professional barriers and helps build genuine rapport, way more effectively than some awkward team-building exercise, let's be honest. Just think about it for a sec. When a leader can laugh at themselves for a small mistake, what does that signal to everyone else? It says, hey, it's okay to be human here. It just eases all those little daily tensions and helps create a culture where people actually feel safe enough to be themselves.
And this really gets to the heart of it. It's not just about getting a laugh. It's about making people feel connected. That shared experience, that moment of understanding, that's what turns a bunch of individuals into a real, cohesive team that trusts each other.
All right, so we've got the connection piece down. Humor helps people connect. But what about actual performance? Let's dive into how it directly affects morale and, this might surprise you, creativity.
Just look at this side by side. It really paints a vivid picture, doesn't it? On one hand, you have a tense workplace. People are basically driven by the fear of messing up. They're hesitant, great ideas get squashed before they even see the light of day. But then, you have a place where a little lightness is actually encouraged. What happens? Morale goes up, and that creates a space where creative, innovative ideas can finally take off.
And you know what happens when people feel safe enough to get creative? Something really powerful. They get more engaged. Suddenly, they're not just punching a clock. They're actually invested in the mission because they feel valued and they feel like they're a real part of it.
Okay, this brings us to our last section. And honestly, it might be the most important one. I mean, it's easy to be lighthearted when everything's going great, right? But what happens when you're up against a real challenge, when things get tough?
This is where that leadership humor really, truly shines. It is a key ingredient for resilience. Think about it. A shared laugh during a super stressful moment can literally lower stress hormones in your body. It breaks the tension, and it gives everyone that much-needed change in perspective, reminding the whole team, hey, we are all in this together.
You can almost think of it like a three-step playbook for a crisis. First, you use a well-timed, self-aware bit of humor to act like a pressure release valve. Boom, tension goes down. Second, that simple act keeps everyone's motivation from completely hitting rock bottom. And from there, you're not just a boss with employees anymore. You're a real team, ready to face the problem head-on together.
So let's recap the big takeaways here. The main thing to remember is that humor is a strategic tool. It is not a silly distraction. It builds strong bonds and a great culture. It actually boosts performance by unlocking creativity and motivation. And maybe most importantly, it builds that resilience your team absolutely needs to get through any storm that comes your way.
And that leaves us with one last thing to think about. Look, this isn't about changing your whole personality overnight. Not at all. It's about finding those small, authentic moments. So the real question for you is, what's one small, authentic way you can lead with a little bit of laughter this week?